This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so Ali officially responded with like an hour and a half long confusing video blog, okay? And he's saying that Nelly's lying about certain things. Like, he's lying about some of their publishing type of stuff. The only reason this... Now he's saying the only reason this situation's coming up is because Nelly recently sold his catalog, and they got contacted by the same company to, like, sell their catalog as well. Like, their parts to Air Force Ones and everything. So basically, he said it was stemming from that. And I was like, okay, I mean, that makes sense, because they were unaware probably that he was selling the catalog. Now, in his own catalog, and that's his catalog to sell. Now, there's a lot of ways to look at this. Like, okay, so these guys have their own history. Brothers fight. They're like, I don't care if he knew him in high school or not. These guys formed a brotherhood when they formed a group. You're part of a group. Nelly got on. Nelly's obviously the star of the group. And he brought, as a good person, he brought everybody along with him. But not only being a good person, okay? It works better that way. Part of the way you got behind Nelly, like, it's just always better to get behind a movement. Nelly had like a movement with St. Lunatics. It felt like a movement. They all had each other's back. It looked good. It looked unified, just like G Unit. Look, when 50 came in, he had Yayo, he had Buck, he had Banks. He had everybody. And it just feels better, like a unit. And they move as a unit, and it just helps sell the whole. St. Lunatics, Dirty and ENT, and then, with 50 G Unit, and 50 Cent and all of them, I look at the whole situation the same. Now, Ali making all this public, I think he's going through a lot because he was going at Ludacris a few months ago. He's always going at Nelly from time to time, and, he makes his point, and, I'm sure there's a lot. Nelly was very organized in his rebuttal. Ali wasn't so organized, and that's where it makes you kind of side with Nelly. If Ali had been more organized in everything that he was talking about, it might make more sense and see where the real grievances come in. I know there's some grievances that, like, he wrote certain songs and didn't get compensated, and Nelly's leaving key details out and everything. It just seems like, maybe this... it has outgrown itself. But the thing is, I can't believe that they can't get beyond this to keep business moving forward. We know Nelly's the star and kind of like helped everybody out when he got on. Maybe Ali has a little grievances that he wasn't the one that got on and was able to, because like he was the leader in the beginning. That's always hard when you're the leader in the beginning, but then someone else comes up above you and becomes the leader. That's always a hard pill to swallow, too. I don't know. I wish they could all just work it out business-wise, because it seems like all these guys still depend on, as they should. As they should. They built something great. This brand. I don't know. We'll see. Nelly's probably going to respond to this. But there's nothing really to respond to, because he didn't really say much in this whole hour thing. I'll listen to it more. I listened to 30 minutes. That's how much I could listen to, because it seems like he keeps revolving around the same thing, and it's not organized, like I said. I wish he had written down everything and give it an organized rebuttal. It's a shame that they're even in this place. Then we got, Moneybagg Yo and Ari, right? Fake breakup every time he needs to promote something. He dropped a new song that sounds like every one of his other songs. Then they're seen in the airport an hour earlier after she announces they broke up. Then she buys him a Trackhawk, a Jeep Trackhawk. She's bought him $500,000 worth of cars already. I don't know, is Fashion Nova paying that well? Please tell me. I mean, that's crazy. And then he says, "You're too different. Appreciate you. Love you, gangsta." She says, "This is for your hard work and dedication. Congratulations on your new album. I'm so proud of you." because he just dropped a single. I don't think he dropped a whole album just now. I think it was just a single. But anyways, I'm sick of the fake breakups. I'm sure you are too. It's kind of crazy. Then we got Floyd Mayweather responding to Jake Paul. And he says, this is my biggest fan. Then he says, you know, he wants to be like us and talk like us. He wants to buy jewelry like us and everything. He says Jake Paul is talking about he doesn't do exhibitions. But 2 BS boxing matches he had were exhibitions. They were not against real professional boxers. I don't even play when it comes to education because millions of black people got taken out just for reading. Here we go. See, Mayweather, this is how I'm going to just say this. Mayweather uses this argument when it suits him, but when Gucci gets canceled, he doesn't know what anybody's talking about, right? So he says, let me see. You went to get a black boxing trainer, try to dress black, wear jewelry like black people, try to dance like black people, but you don't want to be black. Then he says, all you do is jack swag from us. You go from groupie fan to fake professional fighter. The world is crazy. Now, yes, Mayweather has his points, but he only uses this argument when it suits his case, okay? Because when Gucci got canceled and everybody stopped wearing Gucci, he was shopping at the Gucci store that night and put it on camera and said, I don't know, I'm not going to stop shopping at Gucci. I don't believe that they're, that they went against the culture, went against the whole race. I mean, they had pretty, I don't know, the way Gucci was doing certain designs, it was a little it was pretty spooky. I mean, not even a little bit. It was really spooky. And I can understand why people were like, nah, man, nah, but Floyd Mayweather wanted to still buy his Gucci, right? But now that he is challenged by Jake Paul, now it's a division, and it's like, come on, Mayweather, there's a million other ways you could have gone about Jake Paul. The guy's corny, okay? The guy, you would wipe the floor with him. You're an amazing athlete. You've accomplished way more than Jake Paul has, and you had a million different ways to take Jake Paul down in a response, and to go this route was too easy. You should have gone the hard route. You should have just, hey, he's not on your level at all. We know that, okay? He's fought 2 exhibition fights. People fight their whole life to get to box Floyd Mayweather, okay? You got to have an amazing track record. Jake Paul probably couldn't even go against Adrian Broner, who's still another great fighter, right? He couldn't, but he won't start there. They're going right for the top, him and his brother. And they have no respect for anything. And I get why Floyd Mayweather's mad. Don't get me wrong. And I get why Mayweather went that way because Jake Paul, some of that stuff is true, right? Let's be honest. But it was too easy to go that route. And what I'm saying is he was a little hypocritical in how he handled that other Gucci thing 2 years ago. That's my only point, okay? Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you guys. Mayweather is the best, okay? We know that. You got different eras. You got Mike Tyson, then you got Floyd Mayweather, and then, in the next, I think, what's his name? And then you got the next guys coming up, I can't, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Davis, yeah. Gervonta Davis is probably one of the better boxers in this era. So it's like, come on, Floyd. You did it, bro. There's no reason to. It was so easy to clean Jake Paul up with a million other ways. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day.